In 1983's European Cup final against Juventus, a team from West Germany had won the biggest trophy in club football thanks to a club legend in the name of Felix Magath. That was Hamburger SV. Before that, an Englishman in the name of Kevin Keegan had won 2 Ballon d'Ors whilst playing for them, raising the club's international profile. Hamburger SV was known as one of the only clubs in German football to never be relegated. But that changed in 2018. Ever since then, the club has taken part in multiple attempts to gain promotion again, but failed many times over and over again. But yesterday, with their 6-1 victory over Ulm and the fans storming the pitch, it is now confirmed Hamburg is back in the Bundesliga. A club who has won 6 Bundesliga titles in the past, along with 3 German Cups, is now ready to take on the world of football again. So how about we start by getting to know the legends that have taken this club back into the Bundesliga this season. First of all, Davy Selke, 32 games played, 23 goals scored for the team. Then it's the 22-year-old Ransdorf Königsdörfer, who is on 14 goals and 4 assists this season. Supported by the likes of Jean-Luc Dompe, who is currently on 8 goals and 14 assists. And the main man himself, Robert Glatzel, who in just 15 games due to injury has gotten 10 goals this season. Before that, when Hamburg was consistently trying to go back up into the Bundesliga, it was him consistently performing, scoring goals for fun, and taking them to places where they could compete for promotion. So there is no one that really earned it more than him right here. But take a look at the team yourself. Selke in the striking position, Dompe on the left, Königsdörfer on the right wing. I'm telling you right now, a guarantee for this video, Königsdörfer is going to be part of this starting 11 until the end of the rebuild. I'm building up this young man who has rapid flair, acrobatic, and some really good stats on him. And I'm fully assuming next year in FC 26, he's going to be much higher rated and have more potential. Then we have players like Karabec, who has actually come in from Sparta Praha, if I'm not mistaken, on a loan deal. He himself has gotten him 3 goals and 8 assists this season. We also need to look at Muheim, who is their left back, Swiss left back. He has 2 goals, but most importantly, 14 assists this season. That is insane. So this team has also big talents like Ludovic Rice. I believe his first name is Ludovic. But anyways, this guy used to be, if I'm not mistaken, a Barcelona Youth Academy talent. And yeah, here he is at Hamburg, leading the line right now as the captain at the age of 24. He has been here for many years. I'm assuming he had chances to go elsewhere, but he has actually stuck around, which I respect a lot. So this is the Hamburg team that I have now placed in the Bundesliga. Now, back in the Bundesliga, we have 23 million in the budget. As an homage to one of the best attacking English football players of all time, Kevin Keegan, I am going ahead and signing an English attacker to Heisfall. As Southampton is going down and Hamburg is going up, it only made sense to sign Tyler Dibling into this team, an extremely talented player who shouldn't be playing in the championship, and now gets a chance at Hamburger SV. For just 5 million, we were able to sign this young lad. Should be a very good price rating, and his actual rating is a 72. Yes, he is a right wing, which clashes with Königsdörfer. But the thing with Königsdörfer is he literally can play in any position. And I was just reading up a few things on Kevin Keegan. Apparently, he liked to play behind the main striker. And even as an attacking midfielder at times was possible. He even played as a winger a couple of times, apparently. So Dibling as an offensive all-rounder, hopefully this is going to work out. Ideally, what I want is for him to grow and then take over from Dompe at some point. But for now, these are the players that I actually want to go into the season with. I'm only going to be making a few changes here and there. Also, shout out to those who remember Öztunali. He used to be an incredible talent. Now 28 years old, 68 rated. Talking about talents, Otto Stange, 58 rated, 17 years old. That man has 81 potential, and with that, he's the highest potential player in the team. And on top of it, back in the day, Uwe Seeler was the #1 striker, a legend at this club. Everyone talks about him when it comes down to Hamburger SV, and he was a German striker. So I'm thinking, let's turn Otto Stange into an incredible player to go along this journey with. So I'm very happy to say he is going to be our starter at some point. Now he's 58 rated. You might not be able to see it yet, but it's gonna work out. I'm gonna send him out on loan immediately. Also, we just signed Karabic on a long-term deal. The loaned-in player is gonna stick around with us. See, they didn't need help. Hamburg have survived on their own, even though it was quite close to get into the relegation playoffs. And let me tell you, Hamburg has experience in relegation playoffs. But for the first season, I didn't want to change the team. I wanted to give the team props for making it back into the Bundesliga, to then go ahead and maybe change it in the second season. Now, here's the thing. Dibbling has gone up to a 75. Dompe is on the 75 as well. He's going to take over that position next season for me, so that is clear. Königsdörfer has gone up to a 75, which is lovely to see. Zelke is now 30 years old. I believe Glatzel is about the same age, maybe a bit older, just 31 years old. So both the strikers could be on their ways out. And obviously, we do have the youngster loaned out, Stange, who we want to build into an incredible striker, into Uwe Seeler 2.0. But hey, this season's hero is a center midfielder, Adam Karabic. I turned him into a center mid. He's gone up to a 74 rating. Glatzel 14-0, Königsdörfer 11-5. This season we have about 30 million to spend, and with the return of Luca Perin from loan, I don't actually need a center back. I'm looking at different positions and realizing right back might be the place to go for. I remember when Coyote was a big player, a big talent, I should say. And now I thought, you know what? Let's give this guy a chance. I believe currently he's loaned out from Brentford, or into Brentford, whatever. He's now coming into our team for 10 million. And that is a great signing for us. Comes in at the rating of 75, upgrading our position by +3. Perin, by the way, used to be a Marseille player, has apparently come to Hamburg. I had no idea, and was loaned out in this season. So next season is going to be part of the squad again, potentially. But Coyote comes in with 76 pace, 75 dribbling, 76 defending, 70 physicality, 5'10" tall, with 2 really decent play styles, which none of them are actually defensive, but we'll take it. And now there it is. A CDM is joining into our team. It is a man called Atangana, and I'm so excited to bring him into my team because I haven't used him. So that always gets me going. Method plus 10 million basically was the price for this very, very talented player. I believe in real life he plays for Stade Rennes. But anyways, he comes in as an excellent deal at a rating of 75, straight into the CDM position. Now, this man has 66 pace, 69 passing, but more importantly, good dribbling, good defending, but he's 5'8", and he's French. Can I turn this guy into my N'Golo Kante? That is basically what I'm looking at right now. No play styles at all, but we will see. Maybe he will turn into a legendary player for us. Hamburg have finished in the 9th position this season with 50 points, which is already a massive improvement if you consider that I haven't brought in too many players yet. And the ones that we have brought in, Dibbling up to a 77, now has overtaken Dompe, Königsdörfer on the 79, and yes, I didn't bring in a new striker. Glatzel actually has overtaken Zelke. He is on a 75 and has probably played a bunch of games. But more importantly, Atangana up to a 79. Love to see that. Ludovic Reis, I need to see more growth out of you, man. You're the captain of the squad. Come on. And then Coyote up to a 78, which is good to see. And now going into the next season, I think this might be the one where we have to make a lot of changes. What doesn't need to change is having a top striker scoring over 20 goals. That's impressive from Glatzel. Königsdörfer coming in with 12 and 7. Actually, it's Königsdörfer. Anyways, Dompe 10 and 2, Karabek with the 6 and 7, and Katabach has been out on loan. He's up to a 74. Oh, we have other youngsters out on loan. Where's Stange? New season, Stange is back at a 70 rating, 19 years old. Still plenty of way to go for him to become a starter in this team. So we're going to send him out on loan again. But remember, it wasn't just him that we have sent out on loan. It's also Katabach, who's now up to a 74, but he's 25 years old. So I don't necessarily know if we're going to be using him for a long time, especially because Muheim is still here and only 28. An absolute joke that we only have 9.2 million to spend this season, despite finishing in the top 10. And because the budget is an absolute joke, I had to sell players. Dompe, Glatzel, Zelke, Raab, Ferai, Sahiti, Hefti, and Yatta, and even our goalkeeper have left us, with Mikel Bronsis going out on loan alongside Balde, giving me a budget of 61 million. So we need a new goalkeeper, and we have our new number 1 joining into the Hamburg squad. It is a young German talent who is expected to become a big player down the line. Dennis Simon now joins us, originally a Stuttgart talent, now coming into the team for a rating of 75 and at just the value of about, I think I paid like 12, 13 million. But he comes in now to take over from Heuer Fernandez, 20 years old, 6'3" tall. He's left-footed. He has 84 kicking on him, which is decent, but we need those reflexes to go up, positioning, all that stuff. This is going to be a very important player for Hamburg. A new centre-back is joining into the squad. Pirola is joining us from Olympiacos in Greece for 14 million because his contract was running out. This is such an amazing deal, by the way. Also, let me know in the comments down below, please. Have you realized since the newest update that your team is being given a lot lower of a budget? That's something I have noticed lately, and I'm going to tell EA about it. So let me know if you guys have experienced that as well, so I can, you know, tell them that this needs fixing. But he comes in with a 77 rating because El Fadli is 29 years old. I wanted someone to come in here and take over, and the good thing is Pirola is left-footed. So he takes over the left centre-back position with a 77 rating. That's already an upgrade. And at this stage, when I look at my team, Base, the captain, he's like one of the lowest rated players. But luckily, I still need to sign a striker. So let's go ahead. We have 30 million to spend. Stange needs to go out on loan, and we need to sign a striker. Our new number 10 is a man who has scored 19 goals in the past year and has gotten himself 4 assists playing for Trabzonspor in Turkey, and somehow has landed himself quite a high rating. This is Simon Banza, now joining into our team as a new striker. 27 million, basically nearly my entire budget has been spent on this striker to come in and take over. 81 rated at this stage. Stange, again, as I said, is going to go out on loan, but Banza is going to be the placeholder until Stange returns in 2 years' time, hopefully as at least an 80 rated player. But this man is now 30 years old. He has 76 pace with 80 shooting, 79 physicality, 6'2" tall, and 3 very decent play styles on him. Never used him. I'm excited. Stange, you're going out on loan. And look at that. Top 4 this season. Champions League football is coming our way. And this team has pulled it off. Dibbling, 81. Banza, still on the 81. Königsdörfer has gone up to an 83. Our defense, Perin and also Muheim, are the 2 players that are below the 80 in this team, and it's very easy to go ahead and replace those now with Champions League money. Statistically speaking, this season, again, the Czech Republic centre midfielder, who originally was a right midfielder, we turned him into a centre mid, has gotten 16 and 8. We have 14 and 4 on Königsdörfer, 11 and 1 on Banza, who seemingly has gotten injured, and Stange has taken over. I forgot to loan him out. He still has gone up to a 75, which is quite impressive. Love that. Yeah, lads, something is definitely broken. Going into the new season as a Champions League club, I've been given 28 million. This is new. This is broken, and I already messaged EA. I'm talking to one of the developers in there, and hopefully we can get this fixed soon enough, but we'll see. Since we have an Italian centre-back, I thought let's bring in an Italian left-back. And this, my friends, is, of course, the main man himself, AC Milan's Filippo Terracciano, who I believe only recently had joined them anyways in the past 1 or 2 years, but he comes into our team now as a 79 rated left back. Muheim has to go. This is the decision I have made to take this team to the next step. Hopefully it's going to be the right decision. Perin is a bit younger, so I'm hoping he can still get to like a 78, 79 maybe this season. We'll see how that goes. He used to be a big talent, actually, I must say. But Terracciano comes in now with decent amounts of pace, really good passing, dribbling, defending, physicality, 6'1", and a rapid play style on him. However, he is right-footed, so that can be a bit odd on that left-hand side. But his weak foot is a 4-star, so it's okay. We have just agreed a deal to let Stange go to Girona on loan. Hamburg finishes 2nd this season, just behind Bayern Munich, and that is scary for that big club because Hamburg used to be so strong that they would beat Bayern Munich to the title back in the day. And now, it might happen again. Talking about Bayern, by the way, have you guys seen Thomas Müller basically retiring from Bayern Munich? No one knows what he's going to do, if he's going to end his footballing career or if he's going to go to, I don't know, Saudi, MLS and earn the big bucks. I don't know what's going to happen, but as someone born in Munich and someone that has ties to Bayern Munich, obviously, I just want to say thanks to the legend, man. What a player he was for this club. But let's talk about our own. Dibbling, 83. Königsdörfer, 85. Karabec, the incredible centre midfielder. Is it Karabec or is it Karabec? How do you say his name? Let me know. Anyway, some people from Czech Republic probably will be able to comment there. Atangana, 85. Base has gone up to an 84. Yes, he's 27, but hey, it's going good. He can be still with this team until the end. And possibly we might have 3 players from the original squad with Reis, with Karabec, and also Königsdörfer. So I'm really, really digging that. And if Stange comes in to replace Banza, that's going to be another player on top of it. But yeah, it's clear. I need a new centre-back. I need more money. Hopefully, I will get a bit more next season. Maybe 40 million. Perin has gone up to a 78, but clearly he is lacking the growth compared to the rest of the team. So hopefully we can fix that. And statistically, it's Königsdörfer's world, and we are just living in it. Karabec again, 16 and 8. Even scoring more than Banza, which is crazy. And Dibbling getting a few goals and assists as well. Only +1 growth though. Oh, look at that. Stange has gone up to an 80. He is ready to take over. Finally, 53 million. So the decision is clear. 31-year-old Banza is going to be put onto the transfer list. And I just moved into the new season and Stange is already on the 81. So that is beautiful to see. He is coming back from Girona. He's becoming the Uwe Seeler we have been waiting for. But if I'm not mistaken, Uwe Seeler used to be quite small. And this man is 6'2". It's okay. And now for 40 million, Banza is leaving the squad, taking our budget up to over 90. I just remembered something, and that's the fact that Vincent Kompany, before he played for City, was an incredible defender at HAMBURGER SV. So I have decided to sign a Belgian centre-back in the name of Zenio de Bast. In the name of Kompany, basically. 63 million I had to pay for this one. And he comes in as a CDM, which is apparently a position he plays for Sporting now. But for us, obviously, he's going to come in as a centre-back. And in that position, he is going to be incredible. 6'3", 69 pace, 80 passing, 82 defending, 85 physicality, along with the long ball pass playstyle on him. De Bast is now the new Kompany at HSV, and I'm just remembering how many incredible players I used to see at HSV. Rafael van der Vaart was an incredible player over there back then. And then probably one of the more unknown players was Jarolim, a Czech midfielder who just never stopped, kept running, and was probably, like, you could consider him a legend at HSV as well because of how long he played for that team and how much effort he put into his game. But outside of the Bundesliga, not many people know him, I guess. This season, we finished behind Leipzig, just 2 points behind the Bundesliga title. And let's not even talk about the German Cup. We have been nowhere near close to it. In the Champions League, however, Real Madrid are facing up against AC Milan because they have beaten us in the semi-final. So clearly, our team is slowly getting to that stage where we could be insane. And Leipzig, the team that has won the Bundesliga, also lost in the semi-final. So these two teams seem to be the best in Germany right now. And I gotta tell you, the team has been growing. Dibbling up to an 87. Stange, 85. Not world class yet, but he's knocking on the door. Königsdörfer, 88 rated. Karabec up to an 89. Atangana and Reis looking very good. De Bast has come in and gone up as a centre-back initially. He had gone down in rating, which I didn't expect. But then he's gone back up again. Coyote 88, Terracciano 85. That is the lowest rating we have in the team right now, with clearly a horrific bench, which I am completely aware of. But as you guys have said in the latest episode, I am free to sign any free agents to fill it up. Anyone below 80, most of you guys were saying. So I'll try and get a couple in, or I'll have enough money and sign actual players next season. Who's the top scorer? It's Stange. There we go. 34-4 from the striker. Königsdörfer, 29-14. Most goal contributions. And Karabec is always up there in the top 3, which is insane. He's outdoing our wingers. Here we are, my friends. A new player is joining us, and that is a striker. Yes, we need a backup for our attacking position. Giyu is joining us for 58.7 million. My entire budget has been spent on this, but I need strength. And Gio coming in with that 83 rating, 87 pace, so I reckon he could easily play down the wings as well if needed. But 87 pace, 82 shooting, 81 dribbling, 84 physicality, 6'2". He can put up a fight against Stange, who is my clear number one, but I want him to push even further. And for that, I need someone to really put pressure on him. So that's exactly why I brought him in. But that's it. I don't have any more money, so I have to turn to free agents. 2 players have been signed from the free agents. Sanogo, the Ivory Coast center midfielder, comes in now. And Knežević, the Croatian left wing, has joined us to cover for the wings. He's 71 rated with 2 decent playstyles. Finally, Hamburg have won the Bundesliga title again ahead of Dortmund. Bayern Munich only in 6th. What's going on with them? In the DFB Pokal, well, it is Frankfurt's trophy. Where were we? We lost in the semi-finals against them. This trophy is a tough one to win. Again, as I always say, in my opinion, the most beautiful looking football trophy out there, alongside the Bundesliga trophy as well. But that's a totally different story. Let's go ahead and take a look at the squad. Königsdörfer, 91 rated, now has the Rapid Plus. I love that. We also have Karabic up to a 91, also a Playstyle Plus earned. Atangana, 90 rated, but no Playstyle obviously, so no plus there either. I just want to work on his pace for the upcoming season. I want him to be able to chase anyone down. Dibbling 89, he's going to get past that 90. Stange 88, yes mate. And defensively, we are looking incredible. This entire team might be past the 90 rating as we go into the next season. And statistically, Königsdörfer, 31 and 13. This guy could be up for the Ballon d'Or at some stage for us, unless Stange or Dibbling outdo him. And Dibbling, English attacker. We know Keegan has won the Ballon d'Or at this club, so maybe Dibbling might pull it off as well. What we didn't pull off, though, was the Champions League. Got kicked out by Atalanta in the round of 16. And that is now my big target. I've already won the Bundesliga. I won the German Cup and the Champions League. Let's make it a treble. And well, this season we have 70 million to play with. The Bundesliga title belongs to Hamburg once again. 77 points ahead of Dortmund and Munich and Leverkusen. That is a league table that we love to see. But, lads, let me tell you, it went on into the German Cup. And in the German Cup, we have beaten Borussia Dortmund for the first time. This team has been able to win a double. And that is already massive. But obviously, there is more to go after. So let me show you what has happened in the Champions League. In the Champions League, we came in 3rd in the group, or the league phase, I should say. Then also, by the way, as we approach the end of the season, let me know, guys, how do you feel about this new format? I've got to say, I'm actually really enjoying the games. I feel like it's a lot more high stakes. Teams are attacking a lot more. This Champions League season has been really fun to watch. Even though my team, Liverpool, came in 1st and got kicked out, I still have enjoyed this Champions League a lot. But anyways, back to our team. Round of 16, Manchester United kicked out 5-3. Quarterfinals, Frankfurt 5-1, out of here. Semi-finals, Villarreal 6-2. City have beaten Real Madrid, and now it is going to be Hamburger SV with all their traditions and history up against Manchester City. But here is the team. Everyone is above the 90 rating, and so is Stange. But one bad thing is the fact that our center midfielder, the man who has carried this squad with his performances for years, is red carded going into this game. I'm fuming. I am actually so upset that I can't use him, especially because I don't have any great backup. I could use Poreba or I could use Sanogo. I mean, this sucks, man. This really does. I hate when this happens. It barely ever happens, but when it does, it really does drive me up the wall. But anyways, Sanogo is going to be the one that is playing for Karabakh. I'm so sorry, pal. I really am. But anyways, let's take a look at the rest of the team. Königsdörfer, 93. I said he's going to be here from the beginning to the end, and he has been. Same for Stange, same for Reis, and obviously, we also had Karabic. But hey, his career has ended with a red card before the Champions League finale. At the end of the day, it's an incredible squad that we have put together over multiple years. Now it's time to check out the stats. If Karabic is the one with the most goals and assists, it would be hilarious. No, it is actually Königsdörfer, 36 and 10. But if Stange scores in the Champions League final, he actually has the same amount of goals as Königsdörfer. But then Luke Dibling has 27 and 22. An incredible season. Most goal contributions in the team, officially speaking. So he could be up for it as well if it actually does take assists into consideration, which is something I'm not 100% sure of. Our captain, 10 and 10. I'm very happy with it. And at the end of the day, we have Stange, who kind of represents Uwe Seeler. We have Dibling, who represents Keegan. We have Reis, who represents Van der Vaart, who was an amazing midfielder. And Karabic was supposed to represent the main man himself. Wait, where the hell is he? Have I missed him here? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. I thought he was gone. He was supposed to represent Yarolim, the midfielder who was just a workhorse in this team. A lot of Heisfall fans loved him. So it sucks that we can't use him. But that means we will have a weaker team and a bigger challenge. Let's see what Manchester City has to offer. Haaland, McAtee, Grealish, Yashari, Caicedo, okay, Cabore. Schlotterbeck is in their team, but I don't know. I feel like... Oh, Rodrigo, there we go. Rodrigo is probably going to be playing. I was just about to say, like, something's missing here. Rodrigo is going to play instead of Cabore, obviously. Going into this game, what do I want to see? Well, what I do want to see is Königsdörfer doing a great job. Let's start off this game with Sanogo, the man who's replacing Karabic. Let's see if that works out. Over to Königsdörfer. He will cut outside, create space, and score! The Ghanaian right wing has scored instantly. 93 rated in this team from the beginning, and Sanogo is getting an assist. Königsdörfer is through again. Cuts in. Cuts outside again. He's going to get the second. I thought he would, but he didn't. Uh-oh. That was not the place to do a skill move like that. How the hell did Haaland just hold on to that? Don't let him shoot, Pirola. Don't let him do it. Schlotterbeck. Haaland. We're getting very, very lucky. What an awful... Bro, if he would have gotten an assist there, I'm turning off my system. I'm actually uninstalling my PC. That's what I'm doing. It should never work again. Oh, Haaland is through again. Pirola coming across. Pirola has Haaland under control, which is something I can't say about many centre-backs. Haaland again. This time it's Pirola once more. And there comes Atangana. Tangana. What a ball. Stange. The Uwe Seeler regen. Shoots. Scores! It is 2-0 for Hamburger SV. That team is deserving the ultimate comeback. Congrats! You're back on the biggest European stage. Oh, here comes Haaland again failing. Pirola is holding it down incredibly. And so is Simon. Yes, lovely. Nice. Ludovic. Over to the right. Coyote. Expecting a run, getting it. Königsdörfer over to Stange. It is 3. Stange wants that Ballon d'Or. There is a big race going on for that Ballon d'Or right now. And I'm actually wondering who's going to pick it up, man. This might just be one of the tightest races ever. Uh-oh. We have a problem. Pirola. Dude, Haaland. He must hate Pirola today. Drags it to his left foot. I don't know what to do here. Over to Dibling. He wants a goal for himself. Can't get it. Now the Champions League is secured. Let's see the parade. Look at them celebrate. Hamburg back at the top of European football and also German football. We have achieved all of this with a very strong looking squad with a bunch of originals in there. But who wins the Ballon d'Or? So who is it going to be? Who's the one? It's Ransford Jeboer Königsdörfer lifting the Ballon d'Or in the end. And I gotta tell you, I played the game and he was the best player. Even though Dibling actually felt great as well on that left wing position. And Stange was good too. But Königsdörfer was just a different level. That rapid plus along with the skill moves and the way he was able to get past people was ridiculously good. So for me, this is deserved. Königsdörfer, an original, a player that has been here from the beginning of this rebuild. I'm very happy with how this rebuild has gone, and on this day, now that I'm recording this, it's actually my birthday, so hopefully you guys can go ahead and smash that like and support the channel as you always do. I really do appreciate it. We're basically, what, 18 days away from me moving into a new apartment where I actually will have my own proper office, because as you can tell right now, I'm like literally right next to the bed right here. So yeah, that's gonna change and everything will look different, and even the videos will change a lot, so I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support so far. I can't wait to record the next one. Take care and peace.